Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, I will discuss what we can expect to see in regards to new content for this week in Black Ops Cold War as well as Warzone. So of course guys, it's Monday at the time you're making this video and you already know what that means, being that a little bit earlier today the weekly briefing for Cold War and Warzone did end up going live, and that's what I'm going to be discussing in today's video. Let me just say, for this week we can expect to see quite a bit of new content being added into the game and some interesting stuff to say the least. So with that said, if you guys go on to enjoy this one, make sure you leave a like on down below, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss any of the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class levels, and all kinds of things like that. So without further ado, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's dive right into it. And alright guys, so typically for my weekly briefing videos, I always like to read the introductory paragraph as it typically highlights some of the major pieces of new content that we are going to be receiving. However, this week, the introductory paragraph is just a sentence which states, "We've just kicked off the 80s Action Heroes event with Season 3 Reloaded last week, so there's lots going on in the world of Call of Duty, so let's get right into the intel." So the lead for this week, the major piece of new content that we are going to be seeing in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, and that's going to be Rambo's gun game, and they go on to state, "The 80s Action Heroes event continues as Rambo's gun game comes to Black Ops Cold War on May 27th. This new gun game rotation of 20 weapons gets a serious boost in firepower as the Combat Bow, Death Machine, RPG-7, and even the War Machine get added into a fresh set of armaments. All players will also be equipped with a stim shot, and the gameplay is just as frenzied as ever. Dying via a melee attack sets you back one stage in the weapon rotation, and the first to get a final weapon kill by launching a ballistic knife wins the match. However, remember that this is the 80s Action Heroes event, so expect plenty of explosions and dramatic falls from operators throughout the match." And alright guys, so that's something that I find rather interesting. Of course, ever since the launch of the brand new event, we have been seeing Die Hardpoint, which is honestly a really fun as well as really good mode in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, and at this point in time, I'm not entirely sure if Rambo's gun game is going to be replacing Die Hardpoint. However, we do know that we are going to be seeing the 80s Action Hero Mosh Pit coming very shortly, so that said, it is very possible that for the first week of the event, we did end up seeing the Die Hardpoint mode, then for the second week, we will see the Rambo's gun game mode, then finally, for the last week of the event, we are going to be seeing the 80s Action Heroes Mosh Pit, which of course is a mosh pit of the two game modes. Now that said, the Snipers Only Mosh Pit will be returning on May 27th, in addition to the Standoff 24/7 playlist will be continuing for its second week, so if you guys enjoy Standoff 24/7 like I do, you are going to be happy to know that we'll be continuing for another week, and it's very likely that the Standoff 24/7 playlist will be in Black Ops Cold War until the end of Season 3, because of course, Standoff is a brand new map in this game. It's one of the new maps for Season 3, and in a similar way how Diesel and Yamato were very prominent in the first half of Season 3, it's very likely that Standoff will be very prominent in the second half of Season 3 until of course Season 4 releases in June. Additionally, the article goes on to state, "And coming soon, now that you've seen 12v12 on 6v6 maps, get ready for 6v6 mayhem on the smallest maps in Black Ops Cold War with 6v6 face-off. Jump into a mosh pit of respawn modes on our gunfight maps for twice the action." So that's really cool in my opinion, and it will be very interesting to see how 6v6 will be working on the face-off maps, and of course we are going to be finding that out very shortly. Additionally, Double XP will be coming into Black Ops Cold War, with them stating, "Everyone gets double XP in Black Ops Cold War starting at 10 o'clock AM Pacific Standard Time on May 28th, and of course it will be running until 10 o'clock AM Pacific Standard Time on May 31st. They also go on to state, "Earn those prestige keys twice as fast all weekend long, and check out the new batch of legacy calling cards from previous Black Ops games in the prestige shop with Season 3 Reloaded." Now with that said, now let's talk a little bit about some of the new store content that we can expect to see this week, and the article goes on to state, and I quote, "We start off the week with Death's Veil Maxis, a 9-item Maxis bundle featuring a Death's Bride operator skin and 2 legendary weapon blueprints, being the Death's Vow SMG and the Death's Protest LMG. Also included are 2 rare items, the Lethal Blade Charm and the Death's Altar Snowmobile vehicle skin, as well as the epic Parting Gift melee weapon blueprint, legendary nailed down finishing move, Zombie Bride calling card, and Crest of Maxis sticker." They also go on to state that next up is the Road Rage Reactive bundle, which is an 8-item bundle sure to send enemies into a fury. The centerpiece of the bundle includes 2 weapons, the Ultra Direct Injection Sniper Rifle and legendary Battering Ram SMG. Also included are 2 more legendary items, the Petrol Patrol Operator skin for Stitch, and the Tire Shredder FAV vehicle skin. 2 epic items, the Tiniest Violin Gesture and Stick Shift Charm, as well as the Road Renegade emblem and the Road Rage calling card. Moving on down for the final operator bundle, they go on to state, finally this week players can access the Zhenya Cold-Blooded bundle, which features the NATO Operator's legendary Backflip Operator skin. The bundle also includes 2 legendary weapon blueprints, the Devil's Breath pistol and Heartless Assault rifle, the legendary Snow Leopard finishing move and pet companion, 2 epic items, the Switchblade charm and the Cyber Queen emblem, the Cruel Chrono wrist accessory and the Cruel Crest weapon sticker. Now, in addition to the weekly briefing that we received a little bit earlier today, there was also a new update in Black Ops Cold War which implemented some gameplay improvements, stability fixes, as well as they state a return to form for the Pack-a-Punch ray gun. So that's really good in my opinion, because whenever there's a major update in Black Ops Cold War, there's always going to be some UI issues or gameplay issues, and of course today's update is going to be helping that a little bit, implementing some global stability issues, as well as some general UI fixes for both multiplayer as well as zombies. So yeah guys, with that said, that's going to effectively wrap up today's video. I hope you went on to enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like comment down below, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss any of the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class ups, and all kinds of things like that. So once again, that's going to effectively wrap up this video. I'm your host, Uncle, and I hope to see you in the next one.